Hello. I just wanted a wee chat this evening since I'm awake. I was looking through, excuse me, sweating. I was looking through people's experience with horror, and I don't mean experiences in watching a film, anything like that. I mean genuine experiences that they've had as a child, or even something that's happened to you as an adult, something you've witnessed that you think no one else would believe me, orbs in the air, feelings, sensations, anything like that. With me, from a very, very young age, I was always really perceptive. I would always see things that nobody else could see in the room. When I stayed in my cousin's house, one time there was like a woman in a dress with a child, two children. As I turned around and looked, when the window opened, it was like flowing. The dress was flowing. It was like previously they were there, and I could see them. I was in the top bunk and I looked down and they were staring at me. And then when I turned back, they were away. There was also one time I woke up from a dream, and it was like the person in the dream was right beside my bed, and I seen this guy running around my bed. I jumped up and ran out, and I was convinced it was a guy in my room. And I woke up my parents and said, "There's a guy in my room. There's a guy in my room," but there was no one there. And it's just that kind of. I've always been able to like control what happens in my dreams. So if something scary is about to happen, I can change it. I often go into like video game mode, where I like create like a pipe and jump down it like Mario to escape, or swim underwater, or run fast like Sonic. Is where my brain goes. And anytime I'm kind of in danger, I always look back to these familiar things. And in my dream, like I can control certain aspects of it. Nothing too crazy, but like it's very lucid kind of dreaming. I can create things. If something really bad's going to happen, I can change the narrative. If I feel that someone's going to try and hurt me in my dream, because your mind can do that, I can change it to not being hurt and the thing. It's just a wee bit of control. Sometimes I'll just wake up, just obviously wake up sweating and being panicked, that sort of thing. When I was a wee boy from about 3 years old to about 8, I used to have these really, really vivid dreams about, I called them the paper people, but later in life I learned that they're called like shadow people. And there was one called the shadow man with a hat, and it's like a western kind of farmer's hat type of thing. It's like it was something you would see on a scarecrow type of almost like wizard type thing, and it was just the shadow you seen. And it was these creatures in my dreams. They used to like humiliate me in my dreams. Like they would take me and put me in the most anxious things, like put me on stage in front of people when I wasn't ready, or sometimes they'd beat me up and I would wake up and I'd be on the floor in my room. And I've seen these people in my dreams and outside my dreams for about 6, 7 years of my life, and then it just stopped one day. Because I think as you get older, parts of your brain as a kid you get like imaginary friends and stuff, and it ends up being like the guy next door who hung himself. And you're like, oh, who's wee Susie talking to? It's like, oh, it's Rodney, or Marcus, um, something like that. That's Marcus next door. Um, he's a ghost. That man over there hanging. Like, okay, thank you, Sally. Terrifying. So yeah, my wee sister had a wee bit of the gift as well. I think she was quite perceptive. We used to live in what was old farmland, and she used to see like baby rabbits and try and pick them up, and she was convinced it was like groups of baby rabbits where our house was. And I think genuinely that they could have been at some point, and I think that was real as well. But yeah, no, as a kid, like your mind wanders. And then I had a brother on my dad's side that passed away. I never really knew him. I knew of him. He passed away when he was about 5. John, his name was, and I think that maybe he kind of stuck around and he's tried to show me a few things in life, try to guide me the right way. I think that somehow we bonded, and I'm not sure why. Obviously, like it was my dad's secret girlfriend. It was a bit. So yeah, and the kid was conceived on the day my mum was in labour having me, which is horrible, obviously. So yeah, that relationship didn't work out, as you could probably tell. But I think that his passing maybe he lives in me a wee bit. I think I carry him with me. Like any kind of experiences I had as a kid, the first time experiences doing something, I always felt that maybe he was there as well. I was always perceptive, like really, really perceptive. I could analyse someone in an instant. Like I could talk to someone, tell them how they're feeling, and then tell them about the family situation without even knowing who they were. It's just something I've always been able to do. Sometimes I predict things, and I started doing like wee tarot card readings and stuff, just to see if anything helps, and I've been spot on every single time with people. I've never charged a penny because I believe that if indeed I'm perceptive and can help people through troubled times, why would I want to profit from that? So I've seen these hustlers and these people try to take money from people in desperate situations, like their mother's just passed away or something, and then they want to hear from them, and this woman's like, yes, okay, give me all your money, and it just doesn't work that way. I just think it's fraud, basically. But if I can sit there and comfort somebody with words, and if I get a vision in my head and say to them, oh, by the way, what's this or who's that? Like, I seen visions of Jamie when he was a child, and he said that was the day that I get taken off my mother, and I didn't know anything about that, obviously, and he told me about it, and it was, quite scary. And then we were playing this kind of Ouija board thing. We made it ourselves, and we were up in the flat, me and Jamie, and then we found out this guy that he was get burnt to death for being gay, and we were like, "That Jesus Christ!" Maybe it was one of us just playing with the board. Then the next week, Jamie's mum came up and said, "Oh, there was a guy up here, and when he was gay, and he got burnt to death." And we didn't, obviously that came up on the board. We didn't know. She just came in and confirmed it. We were like, fucking hell. It was really, really weird. Like, genuinely one of the scariest experiences I've had. Yeah, I can pick up people quite quickly and talk to them as well and comfort them if they need it. It's just always something I've been able to do. Like, if someone's hiding something from me, I can tell straight away. It's just the way they act and stuff. You know, some people don't like it. Some people think that I'm too invasive and like they don't want to be part of my life, so they take a back step. And I'm like, well, that's fair enough. If you can't handle me being, forward and trying to talk you through things or being too much, then that's fine. If you feel that that's awkward, then you're clearly not my friend. So, you don't need to be in my friend group. If you find me like, too much, and you find you want to sit in silence, which is uncomfortable, then you're not a friend. Do you know what I mean? You can sit in silence with a friend, and it can be just silence. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable silence. It's never really uncomfortable silence when it's with somebody you like. But you can tell if somebody in the group is making it uncomfortable, they're the one that needs to be looked at and spoken about. No, in a bad way, just kind of worked out who is this person. Dogs have this really amazing sense of people as well, and they can tell when people are good and people are bad. I think cats too. All animals and kids love me to bits, and I've always seen it as a sign that I'm doing something right. I've always tried to be good. I've had a few barriers. There's people in my life that have sometimes been really nice, sometimes been really scummy, and I've just tried to take a back step from it. I don't want to get involved in anything that's happening. That's why me and Jamie moved to Ireland as well. We've been clean from everything for a few years, and we're trying our best just to get on with life. But if I can help somebody out there because of my experiences in the past, then that's good. Happy days, good karma coming my way. So if anybody ever needs to chat or anything like that, then I'm here. If anybody ever wants a wee kind of psychic reading or wants me to try and pick something up, I'm not saying I'm psychic, I'm just saying I'm over analytical. It could be mistaken for psychicness, but I would never charge anyone for telling them how I feel or how they should work something out. I've always been quite good at it, so hopefully if you need to chat, then that's fine. There's been a few things in this house, quite ghostly, wires moving, wee shadows moving about that look like small black cats. We think it might have been or wee black cat Spike. He was very close with Jamie, and we think maybe he's got an attachment there. And sometimes we just see a wee black shadow walking across the room, and then we'll look and it's gone. And we always believe that it's him. He's came to visit and he's still with us. We had him 6 years and he passed away sadly on a hill last year. So we think that he's still with us in spirit. But yeah, that's my life thus far. We're looking for a new house to live in. We viewed somewhere today. Fingers crossed, if it goes alright, then we'll have somewhere to stay. Rhyming. My head's just been frantic, and I've been nervous all day because obviously we had to view a flat, fill in paperwork, and we don't really do much apart from sit around the house. So getting out and stuff is it's a big step sometimes, and I've been all hyped up and anxious and stuff. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll need all your good luck. Hopefully we get somewhere a bit better. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Spoke for 10 minutes. Didn't think I could, but there you have it. My name is Danny. I live in Northern Ireland with Jamie. I see paranormal things and I can predict things slightly. It's not saying I'm psychic, I'm saying I'm over analytical. And if you want to chat about it, then you can reach out and chat to me. I'm always here. So have a good night, whatever you're doing. I think I'm going to get ready to go to bed. So bye for now.